Welcome to Olay Conversations. Today, we have Nikki Gil with us. I was talking to a young man and asked him to describe Nikki Gil to me. And he said, she's pretty, smart, intimidating in a good way. And I agree. But the question is this all there is to Nikki Gil? I doubt it.
Aminin naman natin, Tito Boy, that you really do age. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it doesn't have to show. There's nothing wrong with growing older as long as you transition beautifully.
Take this journey with us as we get to know her better. Join us in the conversation. Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Tito Boy.
Where do we begin?
I don't know!
Did you always want to be a performer? Did you always want to be an actress?
What's funny is I've never exactly, like you know how when you're a kid and you're asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? I don't ever remember saying I want to be an actress or I want to be famous.
What
or
did you
anything
say?
Like that. Like I would always say the usual, like I want to be a lawyer or maybe a doctor or a writer. But I never really said I want to be an artist. But for some reason, I would always find myself in school programs or singing in front of the assembly, and people would always say, "Mag-artista yan."
You've always wanted to be in front of an audience. Without you really knowing that you're actually enjoying it. And then you started to do commercials.
Yes, I did.
Kumusta yun? Paano ka napunta doon?
I remember, because I went through, medyo malalim to, but I went through an acne phase. And prior to the acne phase, like I would audition, like I would diligently go to Makati in between school hours and sometimes after school to audition for VTRs, for commercials. And for some reason, I just really, really wanted to be a commercial model. And then I suffered severe acne. And so, of course, that stopped. And I remember telling myself, writing it down in my journal, I just want one commercial. Just give me one commercial that people will remember, and then I'm good. I remember saying that to myself. And so that soda commercial happened, and everything else just like started coming sunod-sunod, and I didn't know what to do with it.
But what prompted you to write in that journal na isa lang, and I'm done?
I think because I was facing rejection. For my age, rejection then meant not having manligaws or not being picked as the muse of your class or not being hindi ikaw yung crush ng bayan because you know,
right. Okay.
yeah. So I guess parang I wanted just that one commercial to prove to everyone na hey, no, not ugly.
Nikki, at 26, what are the achievements that you are proudest of?
I'm proudest of having graduated valedictorian in high school. I'm proud of graduating from Ateneo while working. I'm proud of getting into ABS-CBN, such a prestigious company, and being part of such a solid show. I'm proud of having had the chance to be a part of international productions. Like I was at one point involved with Disney. I recorded something for High School Musical when that whole craze was happening. Medyo nakasingit ako doon, and I got the chance to work with people outside of the Philippines. I'm also proud of, and I'm sure any artist can attest to this, of transitioning into theater. Because theater is an entirely different world. They have different standards. And you can't get in there if you don't have what it takes. I mean,
yes.
Like, looking good isn't enough.
No. Showbiz age. Derecha. Do you lie about your age?
I don't. First of all, there's no use because they can easily Google it. But I don't feel the need to.
You don't lie about your age.
No, I don't.
And you don't have a showbiz age.
I never did quite understand why people would.
You didn't?
I never did understand why. But nothing against them.
Of course.
But I'm 26 and I'm proud of it.
We don't take it against anybody because napakalakas ng age bias sa industriyang ito that celebrates youth.
In our industry, ang bilis ng turnover.
Napakabilis.
Napakabilis. You wake up one morning and you have like a new batch of newcomers being groomed. But I would always say, there's seasons, there's stages. I mean, even them, eventually, they will have to face graduating into the next level.
Ano ang proseso mo bilang isang aktor?
Ako kasi, Tito Boy, natatandaan ko na I attended a workshop and parang marami kaming artists along with veteran ones. And syempre, naglalabasan ng mga bubog doon. And I remember being asked, anong pinakamasakit na nangyari sa'yo? Pinakamasakit na nai-imagine mo na mangyari sa'yo? And I was like, siguro yung mamatay yung nanay ko. Tapos parang silang lahat, yun na yun. parang, in fairness to you, Bagets, wala ka pa masyadong bubog. Wala ka pa masyadong pinagdaanan. Kasi parang...
Ganito yan, ganito. Walang bubog si Nikki Gil. Pero we will talk about this later. But after the separation, can you still say the same?
No! May bubog na ako, Tito Boy! Malalim ang bubog!
5 years, you had a very public relationship. And everybody was saying, the perfect relationship. Billy and Nikki. Question, what went wrong?
Did I put too many candles?
No, too few.
What's the secret to skin that looks younger than your age? Olay Totally Effects. One cream, 7 benefits. Look surprisingly younger.
I don't mind growing older, as long as I look younger.
Olay Totally Effects.
P&G.
5 years, you had a very public relationship. And everybody was saying, the perfect relationship. Billy and Nikki. Question, what went wrong?
You know, up to this day, Tito Boy, I can't say for sure what it was and where. It was more of a process than one particular thing that... This is so hard to answer. What went wrong? I guess it all boils down to, and I mentioned this to you before, differences in values. I thought we believed in the same things, or I thought that we were on the same page. I thought we were working towards the same thing, and I thought we believed certain things about certain issues.
It took 5 years for you to discover that you were not on the same page.
Yeah. It's something that could have ended earlier, thereby reducing the pain.
How painful was painful?
How painful, Tito Boy? I guess it's safe to say I would do everything in my power and my ability to keep it from happening to my daughter.
Were you angry with Billy? Were you angry with yourself?
Of course, I felt like it wasn't fair.
Did you feel betrayed?
Oh, yeah. I knew that it wasn't something that I deserved.
Was it a third party?
Right now, Tito Boy, it's none of my business, really. And when we spoke, that wasn't what we talked about. But then again, we didn't really talk about anything.
Okay.
So I would say I don't have the answers, but I'm not looking for it anymore.
Because you're okay.
Because I'm okay. Not like when he was being interviewed. I was also looking for answers. I wanted to know why. But now, I still don't have the answers. But I'm okay. I don't
Because
need
you don't
to know.
care anymore.
I don't care.
For everything that had happened, I ask you today, do you still respect Billy?
Go beyond moisture to skin reborn. With every wash. 7 useful benefits with Olay Total Effects. Now in a beauty bar.
For everything that had happened, I ask you today, do you still respect Billy?
I will always be a fan of his artistry. I will always regard him as one of the most talented individuals in this country.
Learnings. Now, ano yung pinakamahalagang leksyon na natutunan mo?
No regrets. Don't ever regret anything. You know, don't blame yourself if things don't work out. As long as you know that you've done everything you could to make it work. I don't regret taking the plunge. It was a plunge for me because a lot of people were surprised that we even got together because, they would say they're total opposites. How are they gonna get along? I mean, he's this westernized international pop superstar and here's little girl from the prairie. And but I don't regret taking that plunge because I believe that I learned a lot.
During the relationship, did you feel that emotionally, physically, you aged?
I did. I felt like I was doing things. I was 21 then when we got together. And I felt like I was going through things that a 42-year-old would go through. They were such adult issues. And I feel that I did age. And also I felt the need to keep up with him because he's older. He's much older than I am. And so I felt like I need to speed up the aging process to kind of catch up to him, which wasn't a good thing because I missed out on so many things.
Which wasn't a good thing.
Yeah.
Today, Nikki, I am in front of you and, you just look so young. Really, I mean, you look so beautiful and iwanan na natin yung heartache na yun.
Yeah.
Pag-usapan natin, how and why are you so beautiful?
You know what, Tito Boy? What's funny is every time someone would tell me that, I wouldn't know what to say. I'd be like, di naman. Or I would refer to some other artist and, mas maganda nga si Bea. Or something like that, you know. I would never know how to take it. But now, it's like, because I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, I'm liking what I'm seeing. You do look better, I guess it was a weight lifted off my shoulder and maybe a responsibility lifted off my shoulder. That's why I'm free to be my biological age. It takes a lot of work. But if you have a happy heart, I find that age, it's both mind and body. It's inevitable. You will age. You will get the wrinkles and all of these things eventually. But it's also a mind thing. If you feel young and you look young and you're dealing with things that you're supposed to be dealing at this particular season of your life and only that, then it'll show. It'll come out.
Do you have a ritual? Do you have a regime?
Oh yeah, Tito Boy.
Yes.
Kailangan, Tito Boy. Because of our jobs, we're exposed to more things. I'm exposed to more things than what a normal 26-year-old would be exposed to.
Okay.
There's the sun, there's the makeup, there's the late hours, and so I really need help, So, and it's like a total thing, Olay total effects. It takes care of everything, And plus, I don't have time to really nitpick and go through, this is for this, I gotta put this so that this will disappear, and I need a one-time thing because I don't have time. And I would know, Tito Boy, because I've been to like 8 different dermatologists ever since I went through that whole acne phase, and I know the works. And I know it's like a script, you gotta put this, you gotta put this. It's like, and some people just don't have the time for that.
That's true. I mean, that's why Olay makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah.
You know why this is empowering? And I just realized now as we're talking, marami ang nagmamasid at marami ang nakikinig sa ating pag-uusap. A lot of people who are eavesdropping on this conversation, for example, who've been through it. Di ba? The acne problems, the skin, and walang oras because I take care of the kids,
Yeah.
I take care of the husband, I take care of myself,
Yeah.
etc. So you need something that's not difficult to handle.
Yeah, exactly.
Last question. What is your beauty prayer?
In terms of beauty, I never once prayed to be a mestiza. But siguro, my friend would always laugh at this because every time I wake up without a pimple, I say, every gising without a pimple is a blessing.
Of course it is.
So, I mean, at the risk of sounding superficial, just to have beautiful skin. I'm all about skin, Tito Boy. I'm not so much into the whole fashion thing or makeup or as long as you have beautiful skin, your makinis, I'm okay. So my prayer would be, Lord, please, until my last breath, I would like to have good skin.
Embrace it. Claim it. Maraming salamat, Nikki.
Thank you, Tito Boy.
Thank you very much. This is perhaps one of my most difficult interviews, simply because I knew I was talking to someone who just came out from a difficult relationship, and someone who chose to keep quiet. It is also heartwarming that she decided to break her silence here on our conversation with so much dignity. After having achieved so much in her young life, we look forward to watching Nikki fly to greater heights, seasoned in love and in life. This is Boy Abunda for Olay Conversations.
I am Nikki. I am a proud artist, romantic, and student of life. I'm especially proud to be my own woman. I'm proud to be 26, confident that I'll look even better every year. I'm proud to be an Olay woman.
Want to have young-looking skin like Nikki? Buy Olay Total Effects now. Click here to order online.